How's everybody?
Doing fantastic.
Yeah.
This is really, I would really need to be like this.
I didn't get to change into my loincloth and choker yet.
Yeah.
The whole ideal for the Meskwaki Apprenticeship Program was a brainchild of the Housing Department. The idea of training our community members to be able to sustain the housing practices here on the Meskwaki Settlement. We need a workforce for that. So a new apprentice, you're coming in with graduation requirements and expectations. A new apprentice coming in will expect to spend X amount of hours, depending on their trade. You're going to spend time in the class. You're going to be working on in-class instruction. You're going to have homework. You're going to have exams, quizzes, and those are all going to be graded. You're going to be at on-the-job performance evaluations. You're going to be taking those skills, those instructions that you're learning in the classroom, and apply them real life in the field. The programs vary. The pest control program is a 2-year program. An individual could go through that program, meet the requirements within 2 years, and be able to sit for their license with the State Department of Agriculture or for pesticide application. The other disciplines, air conditioning, electrical and plumbing and carpentry, those are more like your 4-year tracks. You need to have at least 5,000 to 8,000 hours of on-the-job training and another 700 to 800 hours of in-class instruction.
When I first heard about it, I seen it in a newsletter a while back. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to, make some more money and take care of my family. That's the main part, taking care of my family. And then I was working at the casino, and I applied with the apprenticeship program, and I just waited until I got the call, and here I am. Yeah.
I think I've been told a few times by the people close to me, you're never too old to learn anything new. It's never too late. And when I first got the call, and I was like, do I really want it? Because I was basically at a job where it was just the means to an end. And I had friends telling me, do you really want to do that? Just wait to retire? Or do you want something that's more satisfying in your life? And that made me really think, and I knew that this was, things didn't change. This is what I really wanted, because I was a little scared, considering my age. So, and I was like, well, you're never going to know if you don't try it. So yeah, I gave my answer, and I said, yes, I'm going to do it. And I'm glad I did too, so.
I'd ask them, to know themselves. You can tell if you want to be an inside person or an outside person. An outside person, has to work with their hands and stuff, and first of all, know yourself, what you want to do, if you rather be inside or outside, and that determines what field to go into. I think that's the main thing. Know yourself, who you are.
Well, one of the biggest benefits is it's an earn and learn program. You're still going to accumulate 8,000 hours, 4-year program, but for those students or those people that aren't comfortable sitting in the classroom, sitting behind textbooks, you're going to have those those hands-on skills, those hands-on people that like to be out in the field, don't mind the weather, don't mind want to have a change of job from day to day, and have that opportunity to, not be stuck in that one grind.
Which is one of the biggest things, I think, especially in, say, if someone was at a younger age, coming out of high school or in their 20s, no one wants to go down $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, and that would be just, in-state for a couple years. And with this, you're actually getting paid, and you're getting your schooling paid for. It's like a win-win for everyone.
The cool thing about here is, with a traditional apprenticeship program, you would be working for a company, getting your on-the-job training. With here, you're getting both. It's a combination. You're getting your on-the-job training and in the class. plus you're getting paid as an employee to take your classes, plus there's zero tuition when you're done. So that's a neat thing about it. It's a great opportunity for these young people coming in. So
I mean, there's not a lot of apprenticeships out there that pay what this apprenticeship program is paying, you know, especially with the on-the-job, you know, and it's kind of, I know it's going to be a long journey, but I think it's well worth it. And then to work with my tribe too, so that makes it even better.
Growing up, I had just, sometimes during class, I have ideas of like how I'd want to build my house, and I still have those ideas on like if I buy a house one day, how I want it to be.
Anybody can come into it. The benefits are great. The apprenticeship, not only, you know, you're working in the book, but you're out in the field and you're learning so much information out there.
Oh man, you get a lot of more positive motivation out of this program.
But I've always just wanted to, you know, do better than I was, you know, started off in life, and I think I'm doing that now. I'm 32 years old, and it's kind of a late start, but it's better than nothing, I think, and I want to continue growing from here.
For me now, this is like a second chance, you know. It's right here at home. I didn't have to travel. I don't have to be away from my family a lot more than I would if I had to do it somewhere else. So for me, this feels really good.
With those other jobs, they were okay jobs, but it's just I didn't see myself being there for a very long time. And with the apprenticeship program, it's just something I like doing, something I could do every day. Won't get bored with it. So it's something where I want to be.
Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. When I first got back to Tama County, I tried to apply for various jobs, you know, like pretty much like warehouse, welding, forklift driving, which I had experience in. And they would tell me, well, why do you want to do this? You know, there are plenty of office jobs out there. It's just like, you can do it. You really can. You know, don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do, and don't be afraid to get in there and do it.
The biggest one is that we're in the process of changing out 9 complete systems at the tribal center. Furnaces, air conditioners, condensing units. We're doing it all, so we're ripping everything out and putting everything new at the tribal center, and that's been a big job, and it's been a lot of fun.
The project we're doing right now is a gazebo, and I've never really done one of those, but it's pretty fun. Yeah. It's nice to learn something new.
Being able to help with like the hands-on part, we help a lot of the community members, and it's very satisfying, you know, when they thank you and they tell you, hey, you guys did a good job. And sometimes I'll see the people out in public and I'll ask them, hey, is your shower working all right, or is your toilet good, or has there been was your hot water heater working pretty good since we put it in? And I'll tell you one thing, we haven't had to go back to a job yet, and I've been here since February.
Oh, I can go anywhere with this. I mean, you can work anywhere. You get the license. You can go apply anywhere. And it's something you can take. You know, it's knowledge. You never lose it. Nobody can take it from you. You always have it. So no matter where you're at, you can find work. No matter where you're at. Whereas a job it's a job. I mean, right. You could get fired, and then you're back looking for another job that's gonna pay you peanuts, and there's no room for advancement, or I prefer a career because I got my family. I got 2 twin daughters that are only 1 year old, a 5-year-old son. So I got a long ways to go to make sure that they're okay. This is what's gonna do it for me. There's so many fields that I've looked at the sheets. There's so many different things you can go into the HVAC. And and the wages are really good. So
I think the first thing that I see is the competitiveness that if, for instance, any one of the graduating apprentices wants to venture out farther than the boundaries of the settlement, they are able to compete with anybody else in the workforce.
I think having the opportunity to possibly open your own business afterwards was pretty intriguing. I think being your own boss probably has, its pros and cons, but I think one of them is you get to choose, what kind of work you want to do specifically, since there's different aspects of plumbing. You could end up specializing in one.
I check out job sites once in a while in Des Moines. I go check them out, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done, like just the construction industry in general. There's a lot of work out there. They need to go get it. That's what it's all about. Go get it and commit yourself. And live off that commitment you're making yourself into. That's positive. That's positive thinking there.
See you guys.
Yeah.